I had other needs to address still. Spotting an older cordless handset next to his chair, I pointed. "Do you mind if I use your phone, Mr. Morgan?" I asked in my most polite tone. I really needed to touch base with my wife. He looked at me with indifference. Maybe he wanted money for the call. "Go ahead," he shrugged, laying his head back in his chair. "Wouldn't do you no good, though." I paused mid-reach. "Why's that?" He sighed and pushed his thick-lensed black horn-rimmed glasses high on his lined face. "It don't work," he replied. "It hasn't in almost a week now." I felt my heart begin to race. Do you think something's wrong, or perhaps he didn't pay the bill?" When he smiled this time, I noticed his lack of teeth. There were one or two missing for every tooth present. It was kind of creepy, but went along with the theme of my visit. "Oh, I paid my bill. Comes right out of my account on the 5th of every month." He tried to push out of his chair, but only made it partway before giving up. "I was going to show you my bank statement. Proves I paid it." I rose and wandered through his cluttered living room. "Is your wife gone somewhere right now?" I asked, hoping she was. "Oh, she's gone all right," he answered from behind. "Gone, dead, and shoved in the ground in the Methodist cemetery down on Amasa. So she won't be coming home anytime soon. Been dead 10+ years now." I turned and glanced at the old man. "I'm sorry." It seemed like the decent thing to say. He looked at me with a strange face. "Why should you be sorry? You didn't kill her, did you?" For a moment, I froze, not sure how to respond. Soon the smile returned to his face, and he laughed until he coughed. It was then he looked at me seriously. "We need to talk," he said, all humor gone from moments before. "You got a woman?" he asked in a direct tone. "I've got a wife back in Chicago." He shook the news away with a toss of his head. "How much you weigh?" he asked, changing directions. "About 200, maybe 210. Muscle or fat?" I had no idea where he was headed with this, or what his point was, but I played along. "I'd say half and half. I still hit the gym 2-3 times a week, but I drink a lot of beer on the weekends." His face turned sour. "You're going to want to give that up." Okay, I had played along long enough. "What's your point, Mr. Morgan?" Finally he grinned. "Call me Frank." "Okay, Frank, what are you getting at?" "Sit down." He motioned to the couch. "This could take me a bit to get out." Frank had me fetch him and myself a fresh glass of water. So much for sitting. Then, with a thoughtful, almost nostalgic gaze, he began. "A man came by yesterday on his way from Covington, south to Amasa. You know where Covington is, right?" I nodded. "So he claims he was up there when the power went out. Says no one has electricity. No cell phones, no landlines, and," he peeked out over his glasses at me, "practically no running cars." You know that feeling when your body freezes over, where the hair on the back of your neck stands up straight? Yeah, that, times 2. A few older things run, tractors, riding lawnmowers, some old motorcycles, but anything from the 80s till now is all dead. To say I was skeptical would make it sound like I found everything Frank told me as gospel truth. "How'd he get here?" I asked. "Bicycle? Must have ridden right past your spot. Surprised you didn't see him pass." Well, that would have been impossible, mostly because I was drunk and passed out on the couch, probably in the middle of blowing chunks in my dreams. And that's not the worst of it, the old man mused. My God, it got worse? "Some lady up there has a shortwave radio that still works," he continued. "According to her, the whole country is in the same shape." Stroking almost a week's worth of beard, I wondered how much of this was true and what portion might be slightly exaggerated. He coughed again and then spit his phlegm into a wad of paper towel. "When I was a kid, we used to worry about nuclear war breaking out. The Russians would blow us to kingdom come and we'd do the same to them. End of the world, we said." "Sounds more like an EMP attack," I interrupted, looking up at him. His face was more shocked than mine. "That's electromagnetic. I know what it means, son, and it ain't good." He emphasized his point with a curt nod. "No, it's not," I stammered, wondering if what he said was true. "But it wasn't that," he whispered, pulling at his chin. "It wasn't no EMP attack on the US of A." He confused me. Electricity, cars and phones not working, nationwide? It had all the earmarks of just that kind of attack. But now he claimed it wasn't. My stare begged for more from him. "It's worldwide," he added quietly. "That gal told my friend it's the same in Canada, Mexico, and South America, and Europe. Even Russia claims to be suffering the same ill effects of whatever this is." An idea sprang to my mind. Massive solar flares? He shrugged one last time. "Whatever it is, it ain't good."
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.